Welcome back to you for another yummy update. We are continuing Joyful July. Ethereum continues to hold. We have officially hit day 100, friends, since the bottom of Ethereum. You remember, man, 100 days ago, it was literally the bottom. We had Aaron literally calling Vitalik a maggot publicly. Everyone just wants to kill everything to do with Ethereum. We saw a lot of people renaming themselves. They removed the .eth. We saw Solana guys come out. We saw
Pudgy after every podcast we've done together.
Apologies for that racism, friends. Sometimes I'm pause the videos. We saw Ethereum maxis like Davey Soy Hoffman, friends. He basically said, "I'm not an Ethereum maxi. I'm not an Ethereum maxi." I was like, man, they got you to capitulate. No, when these things go down, you have to double down because it's getting cheaper. Do you get it? You have to double down. It's getting cheaper. Do you like it? If you liked it back then, why don't you like it more now? It's even cheaper. You should like it more now because now you get to tell people it's cheap. More people get to get in. Now, I know, friends, it's easier said than done, isn't it? It feels like absolute rubbish. But I'm going to show you that. There's 100 days of mania. Here we go right now. This is it. Literally 100 days ago, man. Literally 100 days. There you go. 100 days here at the bottom. Bang. Straight here, man. It came back funny. Friends, it came back and it filled the gap that it made in March 2023. It actually came back and filled this gap. We do have a gap here, by the way. 2,850. Man, I wonder if it's going to fill that. I hope we're ready to rise up, but we'll see how it plays out. Now, I've got a cracker update here. This is hilarious. So, we're going to play this video, friends. So, our friend Ivan, remember Ivan likes Pudgy Penguins? Pudgy Penguins are one of the popular NFTs. They're one of the unicorn NFTs. They survived the last bear market and actually made it through. But if you're from Polystone community, what I'm about to show you is going to shock you because people still take Richard Hart's bull market words from 2021 and they play it today. But they say, oh, look, he told you to get bullish at the tops. We got grifted. We got scammed. They say that. What if I told you it's happening all over again? Have a listen. They say here, if you don't own this JPEG, you are fiscally irresponsible.
But more Pudgy after every podcast we've done together. Should I hold on to my Pudgy Penguins NFTs for dear life, and why?
I think so because I think if you hold ETH, like any ETH south of 100 ETH, I think you got to hold it in Penguins. I think you're fiscally irresponsible if you don't, because the data tells me that it outperforms stake ETH every year since I've been at the helm. And
guys, you're fiscally irresponsible if you hold ETH instead of Penguin. But it sounds insane, but it's correct. If you have a CFO in your company and they don't have Penguin, they have some kind of ETH and they stake it, it's fiscally irresponsible. It's exactly like that. So Tom Lee should actually be correcting his strategy to be not only ETH, but actually Pudgy Penguin. So Pudgy Penguin is outperforming ETH if you look at the ETH numbers. So
luckily for you, friends, you like and subscribe to me. He's basically just talking about ratios. Yeah, the Pudgy Penguin ETH ratio, the floor price in ETH is going up. Pudgy Penguins has been slingshot leverage on ETH. That's another way to look at it, right? But also, friends, that's why when I tell you Hex is a better Bitcoin, dude, I've been talking about this for a year and a half, but I'm so ready for this bull market. Okay, friends, you guys are going to help me so much. Just show me the comparisons. I love nothing more than when you guys copy me and you show. What we do is we just focus on the past day. Right? We know what we're doing because that's what everyone does, okay? But we're better at the game in it. We focus just on the last day. So let's say when Hex is like up, 10% and Bitcoin's only up like 0.1. And I show it and I go, Hex is a better Bitcoin. Now, no one listens now. But so by the way, why am I even showing you Pudgy Penguin? Why are you even like paying momentary attention to it? It's because of this chart. Look at this. Pudgy Penguins is up from the bottom. The PENGU coin is up 600% from the bottom. It's back to nearly 2 billion market cap. That's the only reason they're saying this, friends. It's at the top of these green candles. So when Richard Hart said Hex, bear market hedge, and all these other things, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Why is Ivan laughing? Because he's owning the coin. He said he has a lot of this coin. He has a lot of the PENGU meme coin. He has the Pudgy Penguin as well, the NFT. Why are they laughing and smiling? Because that's right, because they have it. They're long. You see? And that's naturally how everyone's going to feel. But this is what I've said here, right? So basically, remember, friends, he literally said, like, quote this now, because in 4 years, they'll be posting stuff like that. Okay, he's literally saying, you are fiscally irresponsible if you don't have this JPEG. Okay? If your net worth is less than 100 ETH, which is 350K, and you don't have this JPEG, they go, you're fiscally irresponsible. And he's like, look, the data just shows we're just going up, right? So what's the data, bro? The price went up. You know what I mean? So look, this is the thing. We're at the part of the cycle when everyone starts to bend financial advice rules because of green candles. This works, by the way. So, you know, we've all been like joking about it and stuff out here. That's right, friends. You know, nothing makes people burn more than when I say Hex is a better Bitcoin. They freaking rage. Rage. But this is the funny part. Who burns the most? Bitcoin guys. Okay, I'm a Bitcoin guy, by the way. Bitcoin maxis. Why do they burn the most? It's because they know what I'm doing. They know I'm fixating on a 1 day return, right? Because then what you do is you bait them to show the whole chart. But don't worry, it's gonna eventually they're gonna be posting that chart. It's gonna be going up. Now it's funny. They do the same thing, you know, to Ethereum people. I'm only doing them what they do to Ethereum people. Whenever they show Bitcoin dominance, you've seen this, friends. They never show the left-hand side of this chart. They only show Bitcoin dominance going up for 4 years. And that's why I always call them pussies. I go, bro, show the full chart. Show the full chart. Why are you scared of showing the full chart? Bitcoin dominance used to be 99%. Now it's 60%. You only focus that it used to be 40, now it's 60. Yeah, but it used to be 99. Aren't you mildly curious about that? So this is what happened in the bull market. It now becomes a tug of war for attention. That's what it is. So everyone, friends, there's no rules, okay? It's internet networks, okay? Everybody will say literally anything and everything. They'll say, my coins are best. Mine's going up 1,000x. Mine just did a 10x. It's going to do another 10x. This is amazing. This is the best. It is what it is, okay? And look, XRP, friends, XRP, I still hear people say that the US Fed's going to buy XRP, put on the balance sheet. I'm like, you know what, brother? Rock on. Rock on, bro. Yes, major loser Jerome Powell's going to print 13 trillion and put XRP to $529 instead of making his own arbitrary coin. Yes. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to cheer it on. It's an abundance mindset. So we're at that part of the cycle where the posturing of like, hey, you know, Hex is a better Bitcoin. Like, oh, Pudgy Penguins, you know, you're fiscally irresponsible if you don't have it. People hear it. It's stored. But then the price actually moves up. And they're like, wait a minute, there might be a bit of juice to what this guy is saying. We're at that part now, okay? They are fun now, but then they get quoted in 4 years from now in the bear market. And it becomes a curse. I mean, like, people are still today talking about Richard Hart curses. So you can see, friends, once Pudgy Penguins actually starts going down. Not now. I mean, like, well, after it's all done, they're going to be quoting stuff like this, okay? Also, I want to give another friendly reminder, friends. Thank you so much to everybody who came out and just tagged me under Randy Boo Nuna over and over and over again. All of these bang, 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 bang after his Randy Boo looking for someone who's deep in the trenches. But, you know, man, there's our trenches. For, you know, this is the wildest part. I started saying the word trenches first. Yeah. Before the Soilana thing took off, was in 2023. I was like, I'm in the trenches here with you. And I don't know how that word ends up in Soilana pump fund. I'm like, you guys don't know what trenches are. You toe suckers. Because the Toilana fans, they don't know what trenches are. When I said the word trenches, what I meant is it's like we're literally under attack. We can't go anywhere. We're stuck here. It's war. Okay? And what I meant by that metaphorically was we can't go change tokens. We're in this together. Okay? It ends up on Pump Fund Soilana where they're literally changing tokens like you change your underwear. You know? Once a month. Right? Some people do it like once a day. You know what I mean? You know, I'm like, that's not trenches, bro. You're not playing the same game. Trenches are you're literally under heavy artillery fire. You can't go anywhere. You have to band together and win, like XRP Army. XRP has no tech. Still pumped. Okay? You get it? And then it's kind of funny. They spin it just to use those words, but that's just what the crowd does. Like, I'm in the trenches. I'm in the trenches. Dude, you're not in trenches, okay? You are... Sorry, you got a foot in your mouth. LA Vape Cabal. You're cleaning the feet of the LA Vape Cabal. That's not the trenches, dude. Right, you're getting grifted. In some good news, though. ETH-BTC's flipped green on the weekly. ETH-BTC finally flipped green on the weekly. Just to let you know, though, the last time I did it in the last bear market, it wasn't the final move, okay? It flips green, and then it comes back and flips red. So it has a big double bottom. The last time I did this, though, it ran up 70%. So I'll show it to you. It ran up 70%, which would bring up to 0.047. Then it comes back down. Then it runs up 170%, which would be 0.072. So that might be a $6,000 near Ethereum if BTC is 140K. And up here, if BTC is like 200K, that's like a $14,000 ETH. So, you know, all I did was just magical fractals in these. And the percentage is not going to be the exact same when it comes to this ETH-BTC ratio. But that's just something to think about. Now, I want to give you this, friends. This made me laugh. Man, I got to give you this update. This is, friends, you got to see this. Charles, I don't know why you're doing this to yourself, bro. Look at this, friends. We're going to go through his posts. He's been coping about XRP the whole time. His first post. XRP is worth 52 cents, dummy. Next post. This must mean XRP is stuck around $2. Sad, huh? Next post. So why isn't XRP trading above $3? Next post. When your XRP can't reach $3.50, your fantasies become more weird. Sad, huh? his cope over time, he started from last year, friends. From a year and a half ago. He's just... His level of cope, he's raising up the cope. He's raising up the cope. He's raising... Oh, my God. I just hope... I hope we get that, dude. I hope we get that. That's going to be great. For Pulse Chain, Hex, PEDI, everything. That'll be funny. Here we have Choobie. That's awesome, bro. Choobie. Hey, Choobie. Is that a Chinese swear word, friends? I used to play Counter-Strike with my friend Josh. But his username was Choobie. And I was like, what's a Choobie? He said, I think he was at an internet cafe, met some Chinese dudes, and they kept saying, Choobie, Choobie. And he just went up to him. He's like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? They go, oh, Choobie. And one guy could barely speak English. And he said, explain what it is. And that became his Counter-Strike username. It was funny. So it was me and I called him Tubes. Josh, I miss you, Josh. Those are the days, bro. It's funny. So I found this guy's name because his username is Yi. He might have Choobie. So it says Choobie here, but I think it's meant to be Choobie. He goes, Charles Gasparino. It's a joke. He's a fake Kramer. That's cool. Jim Crave is such a meme where it's like he's held to a high status now. That's gold. It's like he's so horrifically bad at calls that the inverse of his calls is so pure. He's like the perfect yin and yang opposite. Here that we're like looking at others as to be fake. So that's gold, man. I showed you this in Juicy News as well, friends. Be watching it carefully. Tai Lopez out here. He's just commenting on the big Bitcoin whale. 80,000 BTC. I just want to show you my warning sign from 5 years ago. And it's kind of funny. I have an old post of mine. We're not stopping until Tai Lopez launches a meme coin on Pulse Chain at the end of 2025. That's awesome. So if you go down, friends, I have... Oh, this takes me back. Here we go. January 2022. Tai Lopez buys a Bored Ape for 240K and he's giving it away. Warning, warning, all Bored Ape owners. Tai Lopez is the ultimate top signal. He launched an ohm fork at the top. He has now flashed the major alert. If you're a long BAC NFT, you should take extreme caution and look to exit in the next 1 to 2 months. Damn. That was so right. But that's the thing, friends. You never own it because it's like a retailer unicorn thing. It has no valuation metric out here, but it's a sign for the whole market. Okay? That's the important part. You know this. So when you see this, it doesn't mean, that coin's just going to top out. Warning sign, man. It means everything's pretty much done. I even have posts of mine from a year and a half ago. When Tai Lopez launches any crypto project, you click sell and walk away. Understand? No matter what is happening, you do. Stay social. Do not isolate. He came out randomly. No one heard of him for years. He comes out just saying, no matter what you do, stay social. Stay social. Do not isolate. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. He must have been on some sort of meth binge because meth was pretty cheap back then. It's still pretty cheap. You know what I mean? Like something's going on. I was like, dude, he's doing the grifting thing again. So, and I want to remind you as well. So, like this stuff. Okay, look, there's something deeper to it when it comes to these. So, people do ask me, Sommi, why is Tai Lopez? Why is he a top signal? Well, he's got a gift. Okay, his gift is. You got to think about it, friends. Psychologically, he looks pretty lazy. Now, what I mean by that, you think, how do I mean lazy? He's probably millionaire and stuff out here. What I mean is he's found a way to cheat the system. He's found a way to give people the most minimum amount of dopamine for his most minimum amount of work and put it in a product and sell it. So, books, for example. Do you remember he had this thing where, oh, come and read books, knowledge. You're selling other people's material. Do you understand how like lazy? Do you know what I mean? And it worked because he comes out, he flashes stuff. He's like, I'm in a rich mansion that he was renting and stuff out here. Do you see what I mean? So he's very good at that. Now, why is he a top signal at the top of crypto? It's because a guy of that skill level, he can identify anywhere out in the universe where there is an enormous amount of demand, which is so frothy that they're willing to pay anything for the most minimal amount of effort. And he's very good at that. And he can get a team together and actually make the product to give it to them, which is just dog shit on a plate, okay? He did it with Olympus DAO. They did a fork, down only, didn't work. Of course, but those are the top. And then NFTs, he did his own NFT thing. I think he sold 10,000. He sold like 1 or 2 or something. And then you get to meet him for 10 grand or something. No one cared. You know what I mean? So it's kind of funny. It is funny. He knows what to do, okay? He knows the image to put. Oh, there's a girl, there's a rich guy. He knows this, right? It is very skilled, but he's a master at this, right? He's a master of doing the absolute minimum amount of work here. So I have no doubts at the top of crypto. Here's the thing, okay? Why would there be demand? Well, the answer is FOMO. It will be the demand from, I hate to say it, non-believers who have a lot of money, but they're non-believers who've watched all the believers make money. They watch XRP believers make money. Hopefully they watch Pulse Chain, PulseX, PDI believers make money. They watch Ethereum believers make money. They watch different believers out here just hold, and the prices have gone up eventually. But, when they look at it, they just see a summary of a chart. They go, oh, the price went up. You're like, no, dude, but this was hell. You understand? We wanted to kill Volatility. We wanted to kill everyone. But they just go, oh, but it went up. You win. That's they summarize it. So now these people are in a pool together. They're yelling out to the universe. They're saying, help me. I'm not rich. I've missed out. I need something to participate to give me the feeling of being a participant in what I've just witnessed. All these believers. Here comes Tai Lopez. He's like, knowledge. And he'll come in and he'll just spit whatever minimum amount of junk he needs to spit. That's what's happened 2 times. That's why I have faith he'll do it again. He'll find something, dress it up, and give to people. And that's why, my friends, he's like, the intergalactic top signal when he appears. He's like, here comes the demand, So, but this is the mistake you can't make. Just because he's in one thing, you can't look at that in isolation. It's the whole market. Okay? It's just that he selected the thing with most demand. He could have selected anything else. It's just that had the most demand. Everybody in crypto is now assorted their network and their attention. Okay? So now you've learned. Also, friends, I want to remind you, please, thank you to Mr. Saint Wolf for doing this.
We'll go play with it in a second.
So there is, friends, there are fake Liberty Swap Finance telegrams. Liberty Swap Finance has no telegram. Okay, they just have a bot that DMs, which, be careful, there's now fake bots of there. I guarantee there's fake bots of it. It's fake. In the channel, they have a fake YourFriendSommi. They have fake Fast Abdul. They have fake other crypto influencers. They change the username slightly. So instead of my username on Telegram is Sommi Telegram, right? TELEG gram. But they have TE capital I. They do capital I. So, and what they do is, obviously, I've gone in, I've called them scammers. They just mute you straight away. That's what they do, okay? And what they do is this is what they do is, the scammers, friends, they make multiple telegrams, right? So you think, oh, they make 2 of them. They go, oh, everyone thinks that's the fake one, so the other one's the real one. But there is no telegram, okay? So please don't go around Don't send your money any of this stuff. It's not me DMing you, which kind of makes it hard because I do DM a lot of people. But yeah, it's not me. Okay, 99% of the time, it's not me. Because they're saying, hey, I got an investment opportunity here for you, etc., etc. Please, this is obviously not your keys, not your coins. But I'm inspired because we've been waiting for this time. Because we all know, right? When the scammers start ramping up their scamming, it's early bull market stuff. Because scammers, as evil and scum as they are, they have a very good finger on the pulse, no pun intended, on the market. When interest goes from zero and the switch comes on the first moment, they are there and the scamming starts appearing. They're like ready for people to wake up and just come to crypto, and they're like a good indicator that people are paying attention now, because that's when because scammers, right, what they do is they're like, I message like 1,000 people in the day, and yeah, 2 bite. Right, and then they basically they're yield farming pretty much people, so they're relying on 998 people rejecting, but the 2 people end up losing a couple $1,000. They just rinse and repeat this all the time. Okay, so just be careful out here. I'm sure this video explains it.
I'm gonna do a quick public safety announcement regarding Liberty Swap.
Yeah,
because I've seen some scams regarding that. There's no Liberty Swap Telegram room. It doesn't exist. If you're in one, you're in a scam room.
Oh, wow.
Right? So
I didn't know that.
Be aware.
Oh, there's probably about 1 million of them.
There's two. There's 2, and both of them show Fast Abdul as one of the admins, and it's not me. You're not.
And he's fighting Ian.
And Sommi, there's it shows Sommi in the room. It shows the side, a bunch of well-known figures. They placed them in these rooms as owner, admin. But it's none of the.
No, this is the part. Now they got you guys. That's not me. That's funny. Saint Wolf said they've even got you, Sommi. No, sir, that's not me in there, bro. That's not me. They've used a fake username. Oh, see what I mean? It even got them because they don't know. No one ever knows everyone's Telegram username. So, what can you do, man? I hope we just pump. Just please, just freaking pump. Like, subscribe. Catch you soon.